Now let's see the differences between hardwired control unit and microprogrammed control unit. So first one is, in hardwired control unit we can have only fixed instructions. Once the control unit is built, you cannot change it. If you have to change the instructions, you have to change the underlying hardware, and once it is built, it is not possible. Therefore, once you fix the instructions, then you design the computer and it is going to be like that forever, right? So once you design it, you cannot change the instructions. That is the meaning of it. But in case of microprogrammed control instructions, the instructions are flexible, which means once you decide upon some instructions, then you are going to write the microprogram and not implement the instructions, right? Later you might decide about changing the program or changing the instructions, and if you want to change them, just you change the microprogram, isn't it? Go to the control memory and change the bits. In case if it is not ROM, if it is in the memory RAM, normal RAM. In case if it is in ROM, you just replace the old ROM with the new ROM. That's it. So just by changing the contents of the control memory, we can add and delete new instructions, or we can change the existing instructions. Therefore it is flexible in case of microprogrammed. And hardware is of course very fast, because if you have to generate any signal, automatically in the hardware the signal will be generated whenever you give that timing signal, right? But in case of microprogram, you have to fetch the instruction from the control memory and place it in the register, and from that register the signals are going to travel. Therefore it is going to take some time. So of course hardware is very fast, hardware design is very fast, and it is slower compared to hardware design. And hardware parts are normally very expensive, right? Therefore it is expensive. And software is nothing but it is present in the ROM. They will be just the basic circuitry required, which is a couple of wires, and then not couple, some number of wires, and then a control memory in which you are going to write the programs, microprograms. Control memory is going to be cheap, so you need not add arrays of encoders, decoders, multiplexers, all those, they are not required. Therefore you can simply assume that this is going to be cheap compared to the hardware, okay? And the next one is, the design is going to be complex. Anyway, hardware design is complex compared to writing the code. Microprograms are nothing but normal binary bits which have to be placed in the memory. So creating it is very simple. So it is simple. Creation of this one is simple, but building this one is complex. And if you look at the examples, Intel 8085, Motorola 6802, Zilog 80, and you need not remember all these computers, but you have to remember this: any RISC computer, right? Any reduced instruction set computer, which means if you have very less number of instructions and the instructions are very small, then you obviously go with hardwired, because design is simple for less number of instructions. In case if you have complex instruction set computers, you have to go with microprogrammed, because the number of instructions are huge, as well as they are of variable length, and they demand more hardware if you want to implement in hardware. So that is the reason many computers which are having this complex set, they are using microprogrammed, right? For RISC they are using hardware, okay?
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.